Alright, so today's video and tomorrow's video will actually be kind of short. We're only doing half of the foldable that is attached to this video. So we're going to talk about the volume of prisms and cylinders, and most of this should be review. We'll come back and talk about surface area when we get to that, but we're just going to do the volume lessons for a little while. Okay, so we're just going to do example 1, 2, and 3. We'll come back and do 7, 8, and 9. So formula. So let's talk about the volume of a prism. Prism can be rectangular prism, such as in example 1, and it can be a triangular prism, such as in example 2. Example 3 is a cylinder, but technically a cylinder is just a circular prism. We'll talk about that as we go. All right, so there are some formulas. So the formula for a volume of a prism is that the volume equals big B times H. And big B stands for area of the base. Okay. So we'll be talking about and highlighting our bases here. So first of all, in example 1, our base, let's say, is this piece right here. So the area of the base is simply 3 times 2, which is 6. And our volume is big B, which is 6, times the height, which is 4. So our volume, 6 times 4, is 24 inches cubed. Okay, so there is our volume of that rectangular prism. Okay. In example 2, we have a triangular prism, and in our triangular prism, we still have big B, but this time our base is a triangle. And your base is always going to be whatever figure, let's say it's a hexagon or a triangle or a whatever. It just so happened that you could have chosen any of these for the base, this piece or this piece in a rectangular prism. But in any other prism, you're choosing whatever shape you've got. So you've got a triangle. Here we would have a circle. That would be the base. Okay. All right, so the area of a triangle is 1/2 base, and our base of that triangle is 8, times the height of that triangle is 7. Okay. And 1/2 of 8 times 7, let me think, 8 times 7, 56. And 56 divided by 2. Let me check on that. It's probably not in. Let's use a calculator to make sure. So you got 8 times 7 is 56. Yeah, divided by 2, you got 28. So the area of the base is 28. But we need the volume. So volume is big base, 28, times the height of 13. And off the top of my head, I do not know what 28 times 13 is. Okay, so our volume this time is 364 centimeters cubed. Okay. All right, next, and the last one we're doing in this video is volume of a cylinder. Now, in a cylinder is just a circular prism. Okay, and in a circular prism, it's still area of the base times the height. Well, what is the area of a circle? The area of a circle is pi r squared. So the volume of a cylinder is the area of the base, pi r squared, times the height, h. So this piece right here is still area of the base. You do have to memorize these, so if I were you, I would kind of think about it that way. That's how I know it. It's still the area of the base, pi r squared. Okay, so example 3. The volume is equal to pi times the radius, 4.2, squared, times the height, which is 7.5. Now notice it says use 3.14 for pi, so we will be doing that. Okay, so 3.14 times 4.2 squared times 7.5. And we're going to round to the nearest hundredth today. So we've got 415.42 millimeters cubed. So that is how you find the volume glue this in on the appropriate notebook page, and we will talk about surface area of prisms and cubes at a later date.